Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes.
Did you like the way that they...
You know what? I was greatly disappointed with that build. Because what you thought John Cena was going to do never happened. And this is part of his heel persona. It's like, you want me to do all these things, I'm not going to do any of them. And I get it. But by not doing any of those things, look, the public has been wanting John Cena to go heel for so long. And one of those reasons is because he's so good on the mic. And he could literally...
He cooked Cody Rhodes on the mic.
I don't think so.
The first one.
I don't even think he cooked... I don't think anything that he ever did against Cody Rhodes was ever actually cooking him or burying him or made him look so much better than anybody else. He
was just like, oh, I get this spot in the elimination.
Yeah, and
but I called it. Okay. Now I had seen something prior to that.
Okay.
Where Cody was like, it's not good. It's not the right time for me to turn heel. Mm-hmm. That's why they went with Cena becoming.
Which
heel.
Makes sense.
And I want to see a Cody Rhodes heel turn because I know how good Cody Rhodes is as a heel.
Cody Rhodes heel turn. Can you imagine Cody Rhodes goes heel, teams up with Finn Balor, and starts bringing back the Bullet Club.
I really think, in my opinion, Cody Rhodes is going to turn heel eventually. Probably sometime this year.
Hopefully.
He'll win the title back from Cena if Cena wins. That'll be the rub. John Cena will give him the rub on the way out. Mm-hmm. Passing of the torch. And then you get...
Okay, good way.
And then you get Roman Reigns and Cody. Because Roman wants his title back.
Okay.
Long-term storytelling.
Okay.
So you get the trifecta.
Okay. I see...
The trilogy. But, okay, so let me tell you what I didn't like about this, mm-hmm. Okay? I called it, Cena's going to turn heel. I had called it way before it happened.
Yeah.
But the way they did it.
You don't like it or you do like it?
I don't.
Okay.
Seth Rollins screws CM Punk,
mm-hmm.
and then Cena pins, or he was already out. He applies the STFU, and then he's already passed out. He's already won the match. Mm-hmm. And then, come to find it. Did you see the thing, the eye with Travis Scott? He accidentally,
And I think I saw a clip of it.
No, he left a real... You didn't see the black eye?
No.
Cody said Travis got a receipt coming to him.
Good.
Because he accidentally, actually punched him in the face.
Yeah. Good.
Well, again, The Rock. Oh. Cena chose The Rock. Mm-hmm. You haven't seen The Rock since. That's the part of the story that makes no sense.
Why not?
What's The Rock's endgame? I mean, I know we're storytelling here.
Right.
But The Rock should be... I feel like there should be something from The Rock. More involvement from The Rock. You know what I mean? And not
during
like it was last year.
During the build-up?
Yeah. Even if it's just...
I don't think you... But why do you need more input from The Rock? You understand that The Rock wants his champion. He offered it to Cody. Cody didn't take it. So now he's going to give it to John Cena.
Yeah, but we haven't seen The Rock since then.
But what else would he add to the situation?
I mean, more explanation. John Cena hasn't even really given an explanation.
But you don't have to give explanation. The explanation is, you do as I say, you get what you want.
I know.
What else?
I just didn't like it.
Okay.
I just didn't like it.
You don't have to like it, but to me it makes sense. I don't see any more value added by having the Rock added.
Well,
say anything.
Going back in time when Vince did it,
mm-hmm.
Vince was there. It makes more compelling storytelling.
I think.
And it might.
Oh no, maybe you're right.
It might have been overdid. I mean, but that's how I would have liked to
mm-hmm.
see it. Do you think this is the heel turn of the century? Does this top Hulk Hogan being the third man and creating the NWO.
No, at least not right now. Maybe it's too early to tell, but the immediate heel turn, no, it's not. It's not because it's not because I haven't seen any impact.
I haven't either.
There hasn't been any impact in this situation. There's just been promos going back and forth. That's it.
There's only been one swing since Elimination Chamber, and that was the Crossroads.
Yeah, it's. I do not call it the heel of the century. The only reason why I understand why people would call it the heel of the century is because the people thought they were gonna die and go to their graves without seeing Cena turn heel. That I get it. That makes sense. That makes sense. That I understand why people would call it that. But the heel of the century means that not only you go bad,
you have to
when nobody thought you were gonna ever go bad, but actually make an impact with it. And that's why I'm saying right now I can't say that. Going into this next year, if he starts decimating everybody and
well, let's see how WrestleMania goes. We'll answer that later.
You want to go into the actual card and go into see who's gonna win, who's gonna lose?
One more thing.
Okay, before we go.
Was John Cena the effects of this heel turn? Was John Cena babyface too long? Is that the reason why people are having problem with it?
That's a great point. I've heard that argument, and honestly, I don't think that's the problem.
Because people are having a hard time seeing him as a heel.
But you know the problem with that is the fact that they still see everything that they saw as a babyface, not now that he's a heel.
Yeah.
That's why we talked about earlier, like repackaging and branding makes such a big difference. If he still has the or no, maybe not that you can't see me, but he still has a hustle, loyalty, respect. He has all that branding attached to him.
Do you think they could have added something different?
I think they
should.
Even if right now there's nothing negative about him, other than the things he's saying I'm a bad guy now, which is not really saying that. He's just being mean to the audience.
Did you see the meme of the kid? He was like,
no.
The kid, he looked at him and he was like, oh, you see that kid? You know, he's been kissing my ass for 20 years. And the kid was like, I didn't even know John Cena was going to talk shit about me.
So, I think, first, maybe you don't make his shirt black, but you make it darker. And I say not black because that's the NWO. Right?
Yeah.
Now there'd be too much parallel with that.
You know what's crazy? Bray Wyatt called this.
Oh, that was all in that storyline that he had with Bray Wyatt when he had that Hollywood style match, right?
Because of COVID.
Yeah. So I think that's part of branding.
Yeah. Okay.
If you see everything you saw,
he does. He has changed his hat.
But it's what the last time is now.
No, it used to say "You can't see me."
What does it say now?
It has the little thing, but it says "You can see me." Little.
And exactly, the branding change has been so gradual, so small that you can't even see it. Now, if he was to go a little bit darker, not even just like wearing pants.
Yeah.
Like just you can wear the same shirt, just wear pants now. Wear cargo pants, wear whatever your pants. Like if you keep doing the same thing you're doing when you were a good person, then whenever you're bad, nobody's gonna believe you. Nobody's gonna buy into it.
So WrestleMania is 2 nights.
Okay.
Starting on Saturday, April 19th. 7 p.m. Eastern time on Peacock. Shout out WWE. Night 1. Naomi versus Jade Cargill. El Grande Americano and Rey Mysterio.
Okay, so do you want to say win, lose, win, lose?
You can.
Okay, so Naomi versus Jade Cargill.
Jade's got to win that match.
Okay, Jade.
What about you? Do you think that?
No, I did.
Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano.
I think Rey Mysterio wins because honestly,
I would like to. El Grande Americano unmasked Dragon Lee.
And that's where
I really think Rey Mysterio should unmask and just end the charade.
That's kind of where they're going with that, but we'll see.
Here's an intriguing one. LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. I think Jacob's going to win that match.
I say LA Knight.
Okay. World Tag Team Championship match between the War Raiders and the New Day.
New Day needs to split up.
They're bad guys. I think
Xavier Woods needs his solo run.
Yeah.
I think.
He did have it. He was King of the Ring.
He needs a. I think he should be in the title contention. I think he's that good.
I think New Day wins it somehow.
It's New Day versus
the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. Big guy that did the flip and he hurt his neck.
Yeah, I'm indifferent about that one.
Okay, here's another one I want to see. Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. I want to see Tiffany Stratton beat Charlotte Flair.
I think she's going to win. I think Tiffany Stratton's going to win.
Jey Uso versus Gunther. I think Jey Uso's going to win. Triple threat match between Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. You heard it here first. Paul Heyman will turn on both Roman and CM Punk and go with Seth Rollins.
Originally, I was thinking that, but now that everybody's talking about it, I think WWE is going to go a separate way.
It's because everybody's expecting.
Exactly. And now that they know everyone's expecting, they're going to want the complete opposite.
Yeah. Or Brock Lesnar comes in and just destroys all of them.
That would be freaking amazing.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I say CM Punk wins just because I love CM Punk. CM Punk's my favorite.
Moving on to night 2.
Okay.
On Peacock. Same time. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I really think Logan Paul wins this match.
Logan Paul as well.
Okay.
I think this will catapult him to a...
Sin City Street Fight, Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre.
I think Damian Priest. Damian Priest wins.
Okay, so we're indifferent on that one. The Intercontinental Championship match. Braun Breaker, Dominic Mysterio, Penta, and Finn Balor. I don't know which one of them's going to win, but it's going to be Dom or Finn. I think they're finally going to turn Finn Balor back babyface after this match.
I think Dom wins by screwing over
Finn Balor. Yeah.
And that's going to start a feud between both of them to where now you can have a clear babyface and a clear heel.
Women's Tag Team Championship, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Valkyria. I think Liv Morgan and Raquel retain, and Bayley turns on Lyra.
Okay. I don't know enough about the Bayley storyline to...
They book a championship match and Bayley wins the Women's Intercontinental Championship as a heel.
Okay.
Another one that doesn't make sense to me is this next one that's coming up. WWE Women's World Championship. Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair.
That one's been all over the place, man.
Bianca's going to win.
It would make sense for Bianca to win. I think it's third time.
And then, history
can
happen in this next match. The undisputed WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes, takes on John Cena. And John Cena has a chance
to
win the 17th time world champion.
Yes.
Will he do it?
Okay.
And will The Rock be involved?
Hear me out. I think he wins. Where's Randy Orton in there? Randy Orton has Southern.
They haven't announced that match yet. I think it's gonna be like when Cody Rhodes came back.
Okay, so we'll go back to that because I have a theory. Okay, I think John Cena wins against Cody Rhodes, taking the championship with him.
What if The Rock turns on Cena for last year?
No, he won't.
It could be a double cross. I'm fantasy booking here.
But that's too far fetched because at that point, what is the point of getting? There's no point of that having been. Okay, so John Cena wins, and he somehow later in this year he starts a feud with Randy Orton.
It'll be at the next pay-per-view probably.
And you know what? I hadn't thought about him losing back to Cody Rhodes and kind of as a passing of the torch. I hadn't thought about it that way because I think it could also be the passing of the torch to Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
Because there's two main guys in the company right now.
Yeah.
And if actually we have like 4. We have many possibilities, but
there's a lot of
next
time.
passing of the torches should be. It could be either Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, or Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I could see that.
There's no need. Randy Orton is in a passing of the torch. AJ Styles is in a passing of the torch. CM Punk is in a passing of the torch.
But that gives you your John Cena versus CM Punk. That gives you.
But you would have to have him be a.
No. That gives you the John Cena versus CM Punk, the Randy Orton versus John Cena. It's the farewell matches that we wanted.
Yes. Okay. Yes. So John Cena wins. I love it. He has feuds with CM Punk. He has feuds with Randy Orton, and
he can even. I mean, that last feud could be Roman.
He can have the last feud with Roman Reigns,
which Roman's already beaten him. So I don't know if that makes sense. Either way, I mean,
but that could be the passing of the torch,
yeah.
And somewhere in there, if that is the case, I think Roman Reigns in one of the promos, he should say something along the lines of
Roman versus Rock. Versus Roman. I want to see Rock versus Roman, damn it.
I do too, but hear me out. I think somewhere in that feud between John Cena and Roman Reigns, he should say one or two lines, or if not both. I learned to cut a promo, or you need to learn to cut a promo. Something along those lines, because he buried him.
Yeah.
Whenever he said it's a promo, learn how to do it. And I think that would be a great way to
far-fetched
that match and that feud.
But imagine, right? The Rock thinks he has John Cena,
yeah,
right? Or John Cena thinks he's on the team with Rock, right? Rock remembers what Cena did to him last year. Gets involved in the match. Cody Rhodes wins and turns heel. And joins the Rock.
Cody Rhodes?
Well, yeah, it would be a double cross.
Ooh.
I know we're digging in the weeds here.
I mean, this is fantasy booking at its best. I mean, there's a lot of possibility. Look, here's what I'm hoping, kind of to wrap this up. Here's what I'm hoping from WrestleMania. I'm hoping that the slow build, that the long storytelling that we have seen, not only within the last 4 months, but between the last year, pays off, and there's a lot of aha moments when all the storylines that we see here, even with El Grande Americano, even if that is. And honestly, I kind of don't want it to be Chad Gable. I want it to be like Hornswoggle, something like super off.
Right. Where it doesn't unmask him yet.
Oh no, where it does unmask him, but it turns out to be somebody completely different.